describe kind of your run game's performance, the dynamic between Jam and Justice, kind of the balance of the run game versus the pass game? How would you?
Well, I mean, it's every week's different.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we go into a game plan with enough as far as in the run game and the pass game to figure out, you know, what we need to do to keep teams off balance. But every game's different. You know, obviously, you know, we've been trying to do a really good job as a staff to, you know, get a run game that fits our quarterback, and obviously he's dynamic with the ball in his hand. So, you know, you just look at the efficiency of it. You know, the times we're in third and short situation, fourth and short, goal line situation. So, obviously, you know, in the run game and pass game, we want to be better. You know, so I think it's just every week dynamic that we have to, as a staff, try to figure out how we can get better, and then our players also watch film and figure out how we can get better also.
When you think of, I guess, the use of an all-around, an all-encompassing running back in this offense.
Explain it to me. You tell me what that is.
An all-encompassing, one that can block, one that can, you know, catch passes in the backfield, one that can run between the tackles, over the tackles, things like that. I mean, how important is that for just the creation of the dynamic offense that you guys want?
Very important. And I think we got guys that can do that, and I think, you know, you hit those things on the head. I mean, I think you answered your own question. I think a lot of times you guys ask questions that you know the answers to, but you just want to hear me say them. But I think you said all the things those guys have to possess, and I think they do. And I think we'll constantly try to find ways to get those guys the ball.
Coach, when you lose a game, what's the level of focus that comes back in?
No different. You know, someone asked a couple weeks ago, how do we prepare for Georgia different? You don't. I mean, there's not a level that you do one more than the other when you lose. I think that's a sign of a weak person. I think that's a sign of a weak individual. I don't think you're going to do your job any differently than you did it yesterday if you have a bad day, right? I mean, if you do, that means you're not committed every day to the same process. And it's still a process. So whether you win or lose, you got to always focus on, you know, the details. You know, so the same details we focus on when we won, we have to focus on them again. You know, I think sometimes people want to find things that probably that you did the same time, did the same things when you won. When you lose, they want to point those things out. So I don't think that's fair. And I don't think it's fair to me as a coach to prepare any differently.
Can you harness the frustration though throughout? Can you use that to an advantage of kids being frustrated from the loss and kind of use that?
I mean, they're kids. You have to learn from them. I have 3 kids of my own, and I try to teach them the same way I teach my players. That you got to focus your energy to the positive. You know, you can take it as a loss or a lesson, right? I mean, and it's the hard part is that sometimes you learn more through a loss than you do than a win. So hadn't done anything any differently. Harness, direct, all those words you want to use. These guys are kids, but they're also young men where they got to go to play again. And we get another opportunity on Saturday. We can't focus on the past like the fans and media can. We have to focus on what's next.
Coach Womack a few weeks ago mentioned that sometimes he likes to show the defensive players tape of pros that you know obviously do it at the highest level. Do you show the running back room video of pros sometimes?
We barely have enough time to do the things we have to do to show what we're installing and view the film. So, you know, obviously, you know, there are times in the off season where we do things like that. But, you know, right now we just try to focus on us. And I know all those guys watch ball. I'll ask them, hey, did you guys see the Monday night game, or did you see another college team play? And they watch football. So we talk about different things, but to say I just really break down film and show them week to week, those guys, I don't. But I do think it's good that they get a chance to see the expectation and the standard that, you know, we as coaches envision for them, and also that they envision for themselves.
When you